news. Tonight's guest is ragtime pianist from Disneyland, Alan Thompson Jr. Welcome.
Thank you for having me on your channel. I appreciate that. So I hear you have some pretty interesting questions for me tonight.
Oh, we'll see about that. You're my very first interview on this channel. I would have interviewed you on. Can you hear me okay, first of all?
Yeah, perfect.
Good. I would have interviewed you on my new channel, but I don't have enough subscribers. So we'll do it on my more famous channel that I just changed the name to Mitchy the Kidd.
Mitchy The
Was
Kidd.
Magic Mitch Arts, but it is now Mitchy the Kidd with two D's, not
Two-
one, two. How have you been?
Very good, very good. Staying busy with my channel, my YouTube channel, kind of posting piano videos as much as I can, trying to catch you in subscribers and views. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. What is your YouTube channel? I didn't put that down.
So my YouTube
Is it
channel name
is it right
is
down there?
The Great 88s. Basically, it's not really the person. I'm not the great 88s, but anyone who plays the piano would be considered a great 88. So, yeah.
So does that include me? I mean, I do have 88 keys.
Anyone who
No.
plays the keyboard or piano can be the great 88s, yes.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I understand that you used to play at Disneyland, and I heard that you were there for 15 years. Is that correct?
Yes, I did 15 years off and on. I started my training in 1997 with Rod Miller. I trained for about 3 years and then got my job solo at the park in February of 2000.
I'm sorry, the last part cut out in February of.
So finally, they hired me as a solo act, as a solo piano player in February of 2000.
Oh, congratulations. Um, and who inspired you to actually become want to do ragtime music? I mean, that's a very interesting style of music. Other people would want to do rock and roll and be in the rock bands and stuff like that, but you have chosen jazz, which I like myself. I love jazz, but go ahead.
So ragtime and jazz are two very, very different uh, styles of music. I sure, I'm sure you've heard Johnny May do some jazz at the piano when he was at Disneyland as well. Ragtime Johnny. So I started off with classical, and it's not. It was something I didn't want to learn. It didn't interest me, and no matter how much I practiced, I was never good at it. And so high school
Who
passed.
is right?
How's that?
Who, who is good at classical? Oh, they started me on violin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Um, so up until after high school, I never found um, a genre of music that interested me until I went to Disneyland with my high school band as a senior, and we went there to march down Main Street from Main Street to Small World, and basically I was the only one who stopped by Coke Corner, and there was a piano player there, and he played for 36 years, and he really got me into ragtime music.
Um, yeah, but you marched from like where? From Main Street Station to a small world?
So yeah, Disneyland. I don't know how they do it now or what they name it when they have high school bands and college bands march before the parade starts. But in 1996, it was called Magic Music Days, and we would march
Ah,
from
right.
It's a Small World all the way to Main Street, and then from Main Street back to It's a Small World. So that was either before or after the parade at the time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I remember Magic Music Days. I was in it too, but I was in junior high, and they put us in the Carnation Plaza because we were a jazz band. I
So
played
you
trumpet at the
were
time.
the Carnation Plaza. You're saying that was the place where they have the swing dancing?
Yes,
Okay.
in the during the day they would have schools come by, like junior high or uh, I don't know if grade school made it or not, but high schools, and they'd have jazz bands come up and play, and it was
Right.
Magic Music Days. They'd show Mickey Mouse with a trombone or something like that.
Hmm.
And I remember people would come by and oh, look, the trombone guy's having a solo, the trumpet guy's having a solo. Wow, let's sit down and watch it. And I sucked. So I was in the back. I was like third chair,
I
maybe
think it's
fourth chair.
really, I think it's really great and special that Disneyland makes other musicians, except musicians who work at the park, that make other musicians like in high school and college. They really give them a lot of a good audience as far as we have the college band during the summer, and every year they choose I don't know how many high school bands, but for Christmas
I think it's
and
like 300.
how many?
300.
Oh wow, yeah, because I know that we had to audition and we had to send in at the time it was a VHS tape of our playing, and then they would
VHS.
either
Whoa.
yeah they would either approve us or pick somebody else. Luckily, we got invited, so that was good.
Wow. VHS. You know, when they did us, they had to bring in the old Brownie camera from 1888. No, just joking.
Oh,
Anyways, so your main instrument is a brass instrument, or you're a piano player?
I would say I'm a piano player. I did the trumpet throughout high school, so for about 4 years. I was good at it, but it wasn't something I wanted to do. Um, long term.
Hello, everyone. You can say hi to. This is
Hello.
my friend.
Oh, and they just
Uh,
left.
oh, you scared him away.
I
Oh,
did.
so you can see it too, then.
You see what an
Okay.
interesting interview this is? People just walk away.
Yeah. Well, Magic Mitch Arts is gone, so they're like, "Where'd he go?" And they don't know who Mitchy the Kid is with the two D's.
They'll get
I
to know
say
you.
that on purpose. Yes. So this is maybe one of. Oh, he's back. Somebody's back. Welcome back. Welcome to my interview. I'm interviewing Ragtime Allen,
I have a
or
feeling
better
I know
known,
who that is.
the Great 88s. It
Yes.
could be Stoof. Stoof is a
Who?
friend of mine, and he's
Okay.
from Canada. It might be him.
It could be
Um,
Carla, it could be Julie, or Ricardo. Those are my three guesses.
no, Ricardo doesn't do YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. Um, I got a thumbs up. Did you see?
I did. I just saw it pop up. Stoof. You're all
Hello,
right.
Stoof.
Very good. Hi, Stoof. Welcome to the live video.
For almost 6 months now.
Okay.
So, fiber,
Excellent.
and he does your favorite job. It's moi.
It's oh, he's a chef.
I think he actually playing. You can reply in chat, can't you, Stoop? Is there chat? I can't see because I've got the camera turned uh, right side up instead of sideways. Let me
Yeah,
see
we
if I
can
can bring it up.
respond in the chat after the interview if you want.
Actually, I may be able to bring it up right here. I've got the computer screen. What I wanted to know is, are you still playing for Disneyland?
No, so
When?
actually I stopped playing for Disney officially January of 2016, and I haven't played much since. Um, hey, Stoof, I see you. I see you commented. I'm not sure what you said, but it's good to have you on here. What was the question? I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mitch.
sir.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I said, are you still playing for Disneyland?
Not at the time, no.
Still playing for Disneyland. Oh, okay. Now I can see what Stu says. I'm going
Okay.
to mute the computer so I can hear.
Hey, we got
We don't
somebody
want
else in the
to.
live stream. This is good.
Yes, this is live web stream. We have two people in here now. So, well, I guess you can't really go back to Disneyland. I heard you're not living in California anymore.
So, actually, number one, I'm living in Texas, and I moved here this past January. To answer your first question, I've left Disneyland 3 times, and I've returned 4 times as a piano player. So, I feel that if I auditioned and I moved back to California, I would definitely eventually get um, that job back.
That sounds great. I mean, I would love to Disneyland and watch the bands play. It's been so long. I mean, what is an amusement park without live music? I
Um,
mean,
if
it's
I
a
were to,
rhetorical question.
it's funny because when I was working there at the park, I would hardly ever come in for fun and go on the rides. When I did, for the most part, it was to watch the side street strutters, the Dapper Dans, the swing dancing at the Carnation Gardens, and yeah, just to watch all the street performers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I used to do that too a long time ago. I used to also go to Mad Tea Party and what was the Tron one? Electronica.
Electronica, yeah,
Those were over in California Adventure. They weren't in Disneyland.
yeah.
So
Oh god.
my question for you is, um, I forgot. No, the question. We're doing this right off the cuff. I don't have a cuff on, but
For those of you
no.
watching, I specifically told Mitch not to tell me what the questions were so that it would be more authentic when he asked it. So I have no idea what the questions are at this point. So we'll see.
And you know what? Neither do I, because I didn't
Uh,
write anything down. I was actually trying to work, and Grubhub is just not working tonight. Um. So, do you still play piano? When's the last time you actually picked up? Well, you can't say picked up an instrument. Picked up the piano. When did you? When is the last time you played piano?
so the last time I played the piano was, and this is really not directed at you, Mitch. This is directed at everybody watching now and after at the replay. The last time I played piano, Mitch actually was secretly recording me at a music store. It was either in Upland or Ontario. I'm not sure where it was, but I
At
was
Rancho
playing
Cucamonga.
Rancho and I was playing It Had to Be You. And I noticed that he was being very quiet. And then I saw the phone camera on the reflection on the like on the keyboard, and I looked and I stopped, and that was the end. But if you want to
And
take
he
a look
flipped me
at it,
off.
he's got it on it's on one of his shorts on his channel. So check it out.
I got a whopping 13 seconds of him playing. And then he stopped and said, "What are you doing?" So that's as far as we got. But actually, I mean, when's the last time you played for an audience? Not me.
Ooh, at least 3 years, I want to say. Yeah, 3 years. It was it was for a ragtime club, and I believe I told you at the time that I was gonna go to a ragtime event and play with a bunch of other musicians, and Johnny Hodges was there as well, showing off. But it was about 2 or 3 years ago.
or
I,
you got
yeah, I can be very. For me, it's easy to play in front of complete strangers. So if I have 100 strangers, I can play no problem. If I have to play in front of two friends or any family members, I completely get stage fright and I freak out. Which is why when you were recording me at the music store, I just stopped right off the bat when I saw the camera. So.
Yeah, I have news for you. Those two guys that were working behind the counter were videotaping you the whole time.
Oh,
They were
great!
like saying, "Wow." Uh, I forgot what was it.
I was watching those two
He
staff
was rolling.
members at the counter, and I didn't see them with the video camera. So if they did record me, they were pretty slick about it.
He had it hidden behind the register. We have
That's all.
three people in here tonight that are watching, and I'm guessing one of them might be Christian Mosca. Is that how you say her name?
Kristen from Las Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I
I mean,
last time I checked, it was from Las Vegas. It could be different now.
has she ever worked at Disneyland?
Um, she has played for as a guest for Ragtime Noel, and also she played for Johnny Hodges, and yeah, so she's been a visitor there several times, and she has her own channel. She's got a great following, and she's a great piano player as well. So
Wow, we have four people in here now. Ragtime Alan Thompson Jr. is like famous or better known as the Great 88 on his YouTube channel. And
if by
you put a video. Go ahead.
if by famous you mean 148 subscribers, I'm not sure about that.
No, I mean from Disneyland.
Okay,
All the people that come and see you.
right, right.
I mean, I don't know. I read your detailed your I can't think your
You read
YouTube channel.
you read my detailed bio?
YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yes, your bio, and you said you have played for thousands of guests.
Yes.
So those thousands must remember you, at least 500 of them.
So I'm going to tell you something that really a lot of people don't know, except the people who would come see me or really hung out with me after I played. I knew the least amount of songs um, out of all seven piano players. I knew the very least amount of songs, and I would play only four sets. All sets would be different, but I would just repeat those four sets over and over for 15 years. I never learned really any new songs, so like my repertoire was very small, and I knew a lot of people had song requests. So what I would do is I would just play for 30 minutes straight, so nobody had a chance to ask me for a song I didn't know how to play. And then after I was done, oh, it's break time, and I would run to the back, and that'd be it. Um,
Well, was wondering, what do you call it when you play in between? Oh, so they're called sets.
mhm.
Every time you would come out, like your first set would be from 6, oh, that's 6 o'clock. You know who's going to be there at 6 a.m.? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 9:15
So
or
yeah,
9:30.
if we had a 8 hour set, basically we only played uh, for 30 minutes, and then we had a break. We played another 30 minutes, a break. So basically every 30 minutes. So if we were scheduled for 8 hours, we only played for four, and we got paid for lunch, which was great.
Oh, wow, that's great. Especially Disneyland prices. That's expensive. So,
Disney, yeah.
will you be making any live videos here on your channel so people
Um,
can subscribe to your channel? Oh, by the way, speaking of subscribing, for everyone who's watching, we're back down to Stoof now. Everyone else left. I don't know why. I
they got
scared them
bored.
away.
That's what it is. They got bored.
I believe it's right here. My subscribe button, if you wanted to go ahead and nope, see, it's backwards. I'm looking at it on my computer. So my subscribe button is really right here, which will be on the opposite side. Go ahead and subscribe to Mitchy the Kidd. It's hard to say that now. And you can also subscribe to Alan's channel, which is show me
Um,
your jacket.
oh, it's basically the Great 88s. It doesn't have the whatever you call that. It's just one
Apostrophe.
word apostrophe. Yeah, that's what it is. Um, but do you have any question at all before we leave that you've never asked me about the piano that you've been curious about, but you never had a chance to ask me about? Something relating to piano playing at Disney.
No. Well,
Okay, okay, we
actually,
covered
I
all
do
the
have
other
one
stuff.
for you. Yeah, I do have one.
Okay,
Will you be getting a piano in the near future or a keyboard of your
that's
own?
not that's not Disney related. Um,
But it could be Disney related if you practice and you
in my
go back
current
to Disney.
in my current living situation, it doesn't look very promising that I'll be getting a keyboard or a piano. I do have a couple of places where I can use um, somebody else's piano, but that may or may not
Oh,
happen. So,
okay, I do have one. What is your favorite song that you loved to play while you were there? I'm going to take a guess that it was a boogie woogie song.
so here's the part of the interview where I'm going to test you. And then all you got to say is true or false. All right. Alan loved to play the entertainer.
False.
Correct. People ask for that so many times in just one day. So it got a little bit monotonous. But Alan loved to play the Maple Leaf Rag.
I'm going to say true.
Correct. Alan loved to play Disney songs.
False.
Yes, you got it. You got it. Very good. Very good. I think
My guess is
out of my 4 hour repertoire, I only knew about four Disney songs. And if anybody else is listening, don't shoot the piano player. I just never got around to learning all the classic um, movie songs. And I haven't seen Snow White, so there you go.
anyways, uh, I want to thank you for coming here to our interview. I've noticed that my camera sucks on this phone. I tried to set it up on the computer because I wanted to use my webcam, but I couldn't invite you. So I had to go through my phone. Um, could we have you on again in the near future?
Absolutely. Just let me know, and we'll set it up, and you can surprise me with more trivia if you want, or which I wouldn't know anyways. But uh, yeah, sounds good.
Okay, and the other thing is, before we go, is there anything you'd like to add to tell my our viewers, like Stu, if you wanted to go ahead and subscribe to your channel or something like that?
What I would say to people is not really to subscribe to my channel. It's more of if you want to play piano, you do not have to play. You don't have to follow a set of rules. You don't have to use certain fingerings. You don't have to use crescendos. You don't have to do staccatos. You don't have to do all these things to play the piano and perform for people. All these little tricks of the game, it kind of scares people away from performing, and they never they take piano lessons, but then they never continue with it. So I would just say, use your own fingerings, play at your own tempo, and if somebody says you play too fast, have them demonstrate how it should be played, and most likely if you play from the heart, you're going to sound much, much better. So
Yeah, there's this guy I know. His name's Fast Fingers Roy. Man, that guy plays really fast.
yeah. So where did you come up? Because I know you gave me that nickname, and you made a comment on one of my videos on YouTube saying it's Fast Fingers Roy or Ragtime Fast Fingers Roy. Where did you get that name from?
Well, I heard that your middle name is Roy,
Right.
and I was just watching you flying through the keys there on the ragtime. I was guessing you had to use the restroom or something, and you wanted to get off the stage as quickly as possible. So you were just, I go zip through this and get off stage. So Fast Fingers came to mind, just like that.
No, it works. I like it.
Yeah, you think you should use it maybe for a second channel, or maybe a piano channel. You just call
Yeah,
yourself Fast Fingers.
I'm gonna need a piano or a keyboard to do that.
Well, you said you had maybe a family member that would let you use their keyboard or piano.
Correct. Yes.
Maybe you could just set your phone up next to it and go live like we're doing right now.
Yeah, I've already asked the question. I'm just waiting for them to respond. So
All right. Well, I
yeah.
will share this on Twitter and Quora and YouTube and Facebook, and you can do the same too. You can share the same page, and it'll help each other out if you'd like.
So I noticed we have 4 minutes before we reach a 30-minute mark, and the one
Oh,
thing that we both have in common musically is we both love playing the trumpet in the high school marching band. Um, so
well,
what
I
would
can't
you?
couldn't play the trumpet in band. I'm sorry. I was in jazz band. I got dizzy during marching band. They made me a band aid.
You got
But
dizzy?
yeah, it was a hot day, and they loaded us up with like we're in the army or something. You got backpacks on us and said, "Okay, now you're gonna learn to play the trumpet."
Mhm.
So they said, "You're not gonna make it. So you can be a band aid though.
So
What's that?"
so you never participated in competitions or field shows? You
No,
know? No. Okay.
they, they actually put me in concert band and jazz band.
Okay.
But
What chair were you? Were you section leader? Were you second chair, third chair?
last year there was a girl. She was first chair. I mean, she was definitely up there.
Yeah.
I think her name was Pamela. No, Pamela Sestone played clarinet. So she went on to become a professional clarinetist. I'm not sure how you say that. Hopefully that was correct. I was a slacker. I ditched school. I was a bad person. And like my name of my channel, I'm a dumb kid. I just never grew up. But like what you said about uh, taking the music and playing the same stuff for the past 15 years, I've been learning one song and it's taken me 40 years to learn it. Jump.
But every time you rehearse it or you practice it or you play it for fun, you still enjoy playing it, correct?
Yeah, I'm not sure my neighbors will enjoy it, but yes.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Um, I'm trying to learn a new song right now. It's "Dream On" by Aerosmith.
I don't listen to much of his music, but I know who he is. Yeah.
Well, you try listening to the beginning of that one, and
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to learn because
Huh.
I'm trying to branch out from more Disney and go into rock or I don't know newer stuff.
Hmm.
Well, I know you have to get back to work, and I'm glad you came to visit with us here on my new channel, Mitchy the
I was
Kid.
I was hoping for some harder questions, so this was pretty easy. So this is good.
Well, I can throw more questions at you once I write them down.
Okay.
I did want to do a 2-hour interview with you, but you said you have to go back to work. So,
I can spare another 20 minutes if you have time, but it's up to you.
well, it's 9:15. There's nobody here. I'm good for that. What time is it in your place? Are you at midnight?
Right
No, you're
now
not.
it's 11:10, 11:12.
Oh, okay. And Stu, are you up for another?
Is he still in the group? He's still inside?
Let's write it here. See if anyone wants to continue watching. Anybody? Sorry.
You better not ask. They might say no.
There. Nothing happened.
Yeah, actually, I can see all the chat.
I do. I see her now. I just see me though. What? Oh, Stu's up there. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know this, but you're. Oh, I'm frozen. Alan is. You're not frozen, but I am. Yes, I understand. My video sucks because I'm using my phone. Maybe if I get closer. Oh, you know what? I don't think I put my phone back on. Let me check something here real quick. Aha! This may help. No internet. I had it turned off because I was outside of the roaming and I was working.
Yeah.
Now is it better?
It's always been
Okay,
good.
so yeah, it's good here. Oh, it's much better on the actual computer. Look here.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's
Oh,
not as grainy.
before it was all like you couldn't even see me. Probably could hear me, but you couldn't see me. All right, so do you have any family members that play music?
So originally, my sister was the one who was supposed to play the piano. She played for a little bit. She wasn't interested at all, so she never came back to the piano. She went and did other endeavors except piano.
Okay. Um, you wanted harder questions. What is the hardest piece of music you've ever had to play, either on trumpet or on the piano?
Wow. Um, you got me on that one. I'm gonna say it would be California. Here I come, as it was a four-hand piano thing that I did with my teacher back in 1999, and we did four-hand piano. But California, Here I Come was very difficult
Is that the
to compose and very difficult to not miss notes along the way. So,
is that the song that Huell Hauser did on his California's Gold?
it might be, yes.
It's like da 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 da. That song?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
I didn't want to sing it, but had to. Yes, I am coming in much clearer now, and somebody else joined us here. Welcome to our live chat. I'm here. I am Mitchy the Kid. Uh, why am I a kid, you ask, right? How many people do you know that have like buttons and toys laying out about, have a train set in their living room of Disneyland, of course, or have friends that actually don't think I'm a crazy guy that, well, he
It's
knows I'm
not so
crazy.
bad. I have a Mike Wazowski plush toy that I have on my bed. So
Oh, where did you get
not
that?
many people can say they have that.
No, I can't say that. I have a wolf. He sings Larry the Wolf, but he has his own show.
Yeah.
Um, so you're mostly into ragtime music when you were playing at Disneyland, or did they let you play like Barry Manilow stuff, or is that just
I was
ugh?
I was able to play pretty much anything from the 1920s all the way up to the 60s. I would say the 60s was about um, as late in the era as I could go. It just had to sound old fashioned. It had to be in that ragtime tone. So yeah.
That reminds me, uh, there was another ragtime pianist that I know you played along with when you did four-handed ragtime playing.
There were several.
Robert, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
is
ragtime.
Robert Glenn,
Mm-hmm.
and you hit it right on the head the other day. I had posted a video of his, and you said he's playing backwards, and I asked
So
him about it,
go ahead.
and well, I asked him about it, and he said that he had played that. He made changed all the music. I'm not sure how he said it. He put it in reverse. Now, when
Mm-hmm.
you guys were playing four-handed piano, did you have to play backwards too?
So when I watched that video that you posted, and he started doing the Maple Leaf Rag as written, and then the second time through he played it. I said he played it backwards. He's not really playing it backwards. He's giving you the illusion, if that makes sense. It's the illusion that you hear him playing, that it sounds like that's. I can't even talk today.
That's
It
okay.
sounds like it's in reverse the way he plays it. Yeah, but
Well,
playing
actually, he said he played it backwards, is what he told me.
it's somewhat accurate. Yeah.
I'm like, that's just weird. I mean, I had seen another video that do you know Paul Berry from Window to the Magic?
Yes.
He put up a bleh, now you got me doing it. He put up a post. He was riding on the back of the trolley, the horse-drawn trolley, and he said, "What's wrong with this video?" Now, I was listening to it, and the horse hoofs sounded like they were in reverse. Everything else was in reverse. He was going down Main Street backwards. People were walking by backwards. And I'm like, the music doesn't sound like it's backwards. So I asked him, how did you get the horse's hoofs to sound like they're in reverse? But I could hear like the music by the curiosity shop, and it was in forward. And he says, "Oh no, that was all in forward." It made an illusion of the horse's hoofs though going zoop zoop instead of. I didn't get that. I guess our brains play tricks on us, especially when
Do
you're
you,
watching something in reverse.
do you own Ragtime Roberts CD?
I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I also
Um,
own Ragtime Allen's CD.
because I know you asked the most difficult thing I've ever played, and I said it was California Here I Come with my teacher in '99. But playing four-hand piano with two people was very demanding, and it was a test if I could keep up. I was able to keep up, but playing with them, um, I could hear and understand how much more experience with at playing the piano they had. And I'm speaking number one, like you mentioned, Robert Glenn, and then the second one was Johnny May, the the jazz
Yeah, I
player.
never saw him.
He uh, he did also. I think he was a caterpillar for the Mad Tea Party, and
Okay,
he
then I did. I saw him there. Yeah.
so he did that show, and then he decided to come in with his family and his now wife. He decided to come in and visit Corner. I was playing that night. It was about 10 minutes before the fireworks show on Main Street, and we decided to do a four-hand piano. Johnny on the bass, I'm on the treble, and we were playing "It's a Small World." And
Uh-huh.
Johnny played so fast that I was barely keeping up. He has so much dexterity in his fingers. He's able to do amazing things, with the piano. And of course, he studied um, with
Yeah,
Johnny
who did
Hodges.
he
And
study
he knows so much more music theory than I do, and it obviously shows. But
But he's
it
older than
was.
you, right?
Hmm?
He's older than you, correct?
He's younger.
He's younger. It figures. Yeah, it's like my nephew. I'd be like, "How do you play this video game?" Here, let me just show you. I'm like, "What? What did you do?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You can't keep up when these people are just zooming down because they've got it down. They're constantly practicing that same stuff over and over and over until they get it perfect because
And
they have that. I'm
there is a
sorry.
there is a possibility that they were not rushing, that I was the one rushing. If I was, I made a big mistake because they had no problem keeping up. And some of those ragtime musicians on Main Street are just really amazing people, and it can be a little nervous sitting next to them and sharing the piano and playing in front of people, because you have to, let's say with Ragtime Robert, he has many, many years of piano playing experience, and I have to try and come to his level to make that work for the audience at the piano. And same thing goes for Johnny. So props
Oh,
to both of them.
oh, not to change the subject, but I did hear a rumor that you had a crush on
Oh no.
Alice. Alice from uh, changing the chairs around.
Oh man. Okay, you know
What
what?
was that show called?
Hmm. What? How do I answer this question? Um.
Well, I don't think you had a crush on Hatter or Mickey Mouse.
Hang on a second. I need to count. So I'm gonna answer
Count
this question.
what?
I'm gonna answer this question for you. Hang on.
Hmm.
There were at least three people who played Alice and Wendy, um, that I had a crush on in the 15 years I was there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention names, so don't even ask.
No. We don't get names here. I do have a question though. Who was Peter Pan?
Hmm?
There's this one guy. I think it was a guy. Could have been a girl because in the original uh, Peter Pan, I believe it was played by a woman, Mary Martin. But there's a character, and I don't know his name or her name, but he was in the electrical parade. He would ride on top of Pete's dragon. I think you did.
And you're
Maybe it
talking
wasn't.
about who?
I take it back. He was on the pirate ship with Mr. Smee and Hook.
And who?
Peter Pan.
And who is this person? Peter Pan, right?
Yeah. Did
Okay.
he ever come to the piano when you were playing?
Yes.
He looked like he had real red hair. I'm not sure.
In the older days, I'm only 44, and I'm saying the olden days.
No,
Um,
I'm in the olden days.
we had the evil queen come over. We had Tweedledee, Tweedledum. We had the White Rabbit. We had the Mad Hatter, Alice, and sometimes, if we were lucky, the Queen from Snow White would come over and
Oh,
make an appearance. So
oh, that queen. That one is the scary queen. What about the other one? Off with their head. That
oh
queen
yeah, her too, the Queen
from
of
Alice.
Hearts.
Yeah, she's a scary one too. She's like, you missed the face. Anyways, I'm looking for my badge. I must have left it on my jacket. Oh, that was loud. Um, and we have about 5 minutes left. Is there? Did you play anywhere else? I've noticed that there are ragtime players that would play in the Golden Horseshoe Review. or
Mhm.
they'd play on the uh, Mark Twain River boat, paddle wheeler.
Yeah,
Did you play on
so
any of those?
in the 15 years that I was there, the piano at Coke Corner was only on the Mark Twain once, and that was in
Mhm.
2012 because they were remodeling Coke Corner at the time. I really wish I could have played on that boat. It would have been amazing, but I was sick, so I couldn't do that. But so yes, I'm currently jealous of everybody who was able to play on the Mark Twain.
Okay, there is one other question I did have for you. Um, I did an interview with Ragtime. So I didn't say you, with Ragtime Robert,
Yes,
and he asked me to record him. I think he was in the Firehouse 5+2.
yes, he was.
Did you ever play that kind of music? Were you ever asked to play? What was it? A piano that you could roll around, or did it actually stay on? Well, it
So
wasn't like Knott's Berry Farms one.
I was Ragtime Allen was the worst sight reader in the entire bunch. Out of 7 or 6 piano players that there was, I was the worst sight reader. Whenever we would rehearse with the Dapper Dans, um,
Ah, that's
I,
what I
would,
forgot to ask about.
I would I would struggle quite a bit, and also being with the Firehouse 5 or 4, as Ragtime Robert was, I couldn't do that because there was a lot of sight reading involved, and I don't have any. I didn't. I didn't have any experience with that, and I still don't. So, yeah.
Well, I did find out that you are in a very, very musical part of the country, and there's lots of jazz out there and
Texas,
ragtime. I'm sorry?
Texas.
Yes, Texas.
Okay.
Austin. There's a PBS show called Austin City Limits, and they have all types of music on there. Um, if you can pull it up on PBS.com, you can see it on there. They have ragtime pianists. Pianists. It's hard to say that
You got to be
when you're
careful.
missing a T.
You got to be careful how you
Huh?
pronounce that. Go ahead.
Yes, I know. I made a video and posted it in my group, in a group on Facebook, and I'm getting ripped on it. You shouldn't be posting that. That's nasty. Who wants to see you in the bathroom? It's a joke, people. Lighten up. That's what I say. But that's all I have to say. And enough. Anyways, this is a good interview. I'm glad that we got to do this. It's been a while since I've seen you. When's the next time you'll be out in California?
Hopefully between April 18th and the end of April. So I'll
Oh,
be there
good.
for about a week,
And then I'll have to take you on in a game of billiards.
and then we'll have to go to a place where they serve pickles, because I never knew there were actually cucumbers. But that's for a different story. Okay. Yeah.
Was that Chili's?
That was Outback.
Ah, Outback. That sounds like a good place to go. I was mentioning that uh, my other friend's getting married, and I said, "Do you want me to take you to Outback? Because I can't go to his um, bachelor party because I'll be doing a very gross urine. They have to do a ultrasound on me, and that's not musical, anyways. Might be sound wise. No. Oh, okay, we're
I was
back.
giving you an ultrasound. Go ahead.
Oh, he was giving. I thought he was giving me X-ray. So we are going to wrap it up here. I really am glad that I got to interview our first person to join us on Magic. No, Mitchy the Kidd interviews.
It's gonna take a while for me to call you Mitchy the Kid, because I know Magic Mitch Art was the name for at least a couple years. So I'll get used to
Yeah,
it.
but it's Mitchy the Kid now. It's like, hey, I got to get myself one of the little pea shooters. Hi, I'm Mitchy the Kid. Hee-haw! Get myself a little cowboy hat. And
Hey
I
Carla, how are ya?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm in my office.
In your office?
Yeah,
Oh, sometimes that's the most comfortable place to be.
it is. It's home away from home, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
I know
Have,
what you
have
mean.
you found any more scorpions?
I found one inside that I luckily killed because it would have gone on the couch and bit me, and I found one
Oh,
in the garage that I decapitated before.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he kept living, I bet.
No, but they were baby scorpions, but I didn't want to take any chances and have them claw me. So
I wonder if they're more venomous, like a black widow spider or a snake, when they're a baby.
I don't think scorpions are venomous. I could be wrong, but I do know that when they bite you, it hurts.
Are they?
better to take them on when they're babies.
Did you get that?
No, what you say?
I said better to take them on when they're babies than when they're grown up.
I've seen videos on YouTube of scorpions fully grown, and I do not want to run into any full-grown scorpion live. No.
No, I wouldn't either. All right. Well, I'm guessing that it's time for our dinner. And
Not yet.
oh, okay,
Another
almost.
20, another 25 minutes.
What? 25? I thought you weren't making that.
I decided to make some. I'm hungry.
Okay, we're doing fish tonight. I hate fish. Um, we have somebody on here. I'm hoping it might be Julie.
Well, we've had two people in the interview for the past 51 minutes. I didn't know it would go this long, but whoever's watching, I really appreciate it. I'm not a very exciting person to talk to, but uh, thanks to Mitchy the
He's a
Kid.
liar.
Thanks to Mitchy the Kid for interviewing me tonight, and yeah. So
Yeah. And the great 88. He used to be my cameraman, so me moving the camera all over the place and making him dizzy and probably making you guys dizzy. I could really use a cameraman again. But I know he has other agendas that he has to take care of before he can do anything else, I'm sure. But, if you guys want to chime in and ask him a question, go ahead and write it on the screen and I will relay it to him if he doesn't see it. And
yeah,
that way we can.
if you guys want to ask a question, leave it in the comments below, and Mitchy the Kid will read them, and maybe we can do another interview on those questions. So
So go ahead, audience, shoot away. Write me. Let me type it in real quick. How should I put this? I'll just put ask Ragtime Alan. How's that?
there you go.
We need some music, some ragtime music playing.
Yeah, we don't need a copyright strike though.
No, no. We'll be glad. Well, he'll be glad to answer it, or I will be glad to reply for him.
Yeah,
Did
we'll just
you?
do it. We can do another interview with those questions. Make it into a video.
Yep. Well, it's a live video right now, so
Right.
it'll whatever it does on YouTube. It'll re up and it'll probably play within 24 hours.
Okay. Well, I got to get back to work. Thank you for having me on, and we will definitely do this again.
All right. Well, thanks again for stopping by, and have a great 88th night.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Yep. Thanks everyone for watching, and please watch for more videos or live interviews, as I will try to interview more Disney artists and musicians and cast members. And remember to subscribe right there.
Wait, no, right here, over here, over
That's what I
here.
said. Right there.
No, that's too
You can.
low. Over here. Oh, over here.
What's over there?
I
What
don't
are
know.
you pointing at? Don't be getting dirty now.
All right. Good night, Mitch.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks again. Bye.